If you've never had it, let me tell you guys something. It is delicious. You can soak so many things inside and everything comes out delicious. But if you ever had it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's one special ingredient that makes hot pot good, and that would be the oil. And I was told by you that this makes the best meat in the world. So we're definitely gonna try it out on some steaks. Now in order to make this steak, the first thing we need to do is to get the oil ready. This takes a little bit of a process. However, it can be done ahead of time. You can store it and use it as you please. And here's how to do it. First, into a bowl you want to throw in some gochugaru, followed by smoked paprika and a tiny bit of hot water. Mix it all up and let this sit aside. On a separate bowl, combine some cloves, star anise, cinnamon sticks, cardamom, and cumin. Throw in some water to infuse and let it sit overnight. On a separate bowl, throw in some Sichuan peppercorns, green Sichuan peppercorns, and a few bay leaves. And with this one, you gotta add in cold water. Mix it all up and let it soak overnight. Now you want to go ahead and grab all of these vegetables together. They're going to be used to flavor the oil. And for today, I'll be using this Wagyu beef tallow. After throwing it in the pan, I went ahead and heat it up to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Then I immediately threw in all of the vegetables. You want to go ahead and fry that up for a little bit. Then immediately throw in the cinnamon mix. Make sure to drain the water though. Stir it a little bit and try to keep the temperature at 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Before all of the vegetables start to get burned, go ahead and remove it as soon as you see a little bit of color on them. As now it is time to add the pepper mix. Add little by little and make sure that the oil is at the right temperature, which is 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Let it fry up for about 5 minutes. Keep stirring it so nothing gets burned. Then you want to go ahead and add the Sichuan peppercorn mix. Mix it a little bit more and let it cook for another 5 minutes. You want to go ahead and add a generous amount of chili. We want to make this slightly spicy. It's called hot pot for a reason. The key here is to make sure nothing will get burned. If not, it will taste bitter. So keeping that 325 degrees Fahrenheit temperature is key. As once everything is nice and fried, turn off the heat and let it come to room temperature little by little. Because now that we have this ready, it is time to get our steaks going. And for today, I'll be using these 3 beautiful New York strip. They have great marbling on them, and most importantly, they are 1.5 inches thick. Now since we have 3 of them, this is how this experiment is gonna go down. One will be our control. The second one I'll be cooking just like the first one. However, in the end, I'll be putting the hot pot oil right on top. The third one, on the other hand, I'll be cooking with the hot oil. So I'll be separating this one here for the hot oil, because these two are gonna get a very simple treatment. A good amount of salt followed by freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder. I made sure to season them properly because our third steak, oh boy, I made sure to add a generous amount of the hot pot oil right on top. The more, the better. This seasoned oil is fantastic. You don't want to let it go to waste. So I made sure to be generous with it. As once that was done, I went ahead and bagged that up, vacuum sealed them, and all of my steaks are now ready for sous vide. I'll be cooking all of them at 135 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours. This will cook them to perfection. Because as that was happening, I went ahead and made an incredible side dish. And yes, we are having hot pot. So into a bowl, I threw in some ground beef, followed by onions, ginger, cilantro, garlic, black pepper, and salt. Mix everything together until everything is fully combined. Then go ahead and make some tiny meatballs. This is the cheapest version there is, because the next one, even though it's more expensive, it is a lot better. And depending where it is that you live, you're able to buy steaks just like this. Talking about options, you also have several for your toppings. As you can see, these are the ones I chose for today's dish. But there is no rule. You can make it whatever it is that you like. By this time, my steaks were fully cooked. So I went ahead, open up the bag, pat them dry really good, and just like every sous vide steak, they don't look that appetizing when they come out of the bag. Because I know exactly what you're thinking. My steaks don't look that good right now, but watch this.
All right, everybody, and here we got our beautiful feast, gentlemen.
This is a feast. You said it correctly, a feast.
So here's the deal. We got a little experiment going on, as you guys can probably see here. Now, a question. Have you guys ever had hot pot?
Never.
So this is gonna be your first time?
Yes.
Oh, you guys are in for a treat because this is on a whole nother level. But I know you guys are super excited about the hot pot. But first we're having an experiment going on here, so don't get sidetracked.
You mean to tell me this is the side?
This is the side dish.
That's crazy.
Let's make it official because I cannot wait to dig into the hot pot. But we're gonna start in this direction here. It's okay, the closest one to you, grab it. Well, let's give it a go right now. Let me know your honest opinion. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh, wow.
Sous vide steak. The people know. Tender, juicy, perfectly seasoned. Everything about it is pinpoint perfect.
Sous vide is the way to go when you're cooking steaks, man.
The beautiful thing about it is that it's easy, everybody. There's not much to it. You know, throw it in the bag, vacuum seal it, cook it on the water at the exact doneness you want, and it's done. It's that simple. But that is good. That's our control. But now, let's go for the second one. The closest one to you, Fifizinho. Now, you see we had that hot oil from the hot pot in there. And I'll tell you one thing, guys. The beautiful thing about this oil or this season, you can do it ahead of time and reserve in the refrigerator. And then it's ready to go whenever you're ready to go. Give me your honest opinion on this one. You ready? Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Sous vide, and then you have this because it's that much better.
Oh, that's amazing, everybody.
It's not your traditional spice, it's more of like a herbal spice.
Yes. It's not punch you in the face spicy. It kind of creeps up on you, but it's not gonna burn your mouth. They're like Angel that sweats all the time. This is a very mellow spice.
Well, I like that a lot. We all agree that that one tastes better than the control?
Yes.
Well, you guys don't even want to talk. You're just looking at it.
I can't take my eyes off of it, Guga.
Grab whatever meat you want. We have some ribeye and we have some picanha. So it's very simple. Put it in the oil over here and it's going to cook. You can leave it as long as you want if you want medium rare, and then put it on the pot.
Oh my God, would you look at that?
And then it's time to go in.
So ready.
I'm so excited for you guys. You guys never had it. Ready to go?
I'm excited.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Can I have more now?
Yeah.
This literally took my breath away. Literally took my breath away. Not too spicy, but it has the right amount of spice, and it's just phenomenal.
Now, the wonderful thing about it is that you can also put the vegetables and other things and you just keep drinking and eating, everybody. That is incredible. But enough about that because we got our last steak. Are you guys ready?
Absolutely.
All right, let's go. Well, let's make it official. Find out if this one is better than the other two.
Got it.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah.
You can definitely tell there was something else in that bag when you cooked that steak. There's no words to describe that. That is probably the best hot pot sous vide steak Guga thing that has ever been made.
That is so good, everybody. Let's make it official. Which one is your favorite?
Has to be the middle one.
The middle one.
The second one on crack.
Put the hot pot seasoning in the bag, folks.
There you go, everybody. That is also my favorite. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.